Let's do this.
This is how it's done.
Yes!
Today's video is sponsored by War Thunder, but more on that later. Welcome to my latest video on ARCRaiders. Today we're going to be going over all the guns that are the best for every scenario. That includes main level PvP like close range combat, medium to long range combat, guns that are best when you're outnumbered in solo versus squads, guns to deal with extract campers and rats, and most importantly PvE. And at the end I'm going to have my own little twist of best overall picks. You're not going to want to miss it. So let's get to work.
Oh my god!
This game.
Alright, first chapter up is close range combat under PvP. Now the first thing you're probably thinking is, oh, let me just pull out a shotgun, right? That's the best thing for close range. And that's not necessarily true. There's so many other options in the game that are viable close range killers. And these guns, time to kill, can even compete with some of the shotguns. And in this video, I'm going to explain in 3 different categories for each chapter what exactly my pick is. So first up in the shoot is going to be Bobcat for me at meta number 1. And it's honestly no surprise why this one shows up at number 1 for the meta. The only reason I don't bring it in every single game is because 1, it's too expensive, and 2, oftentimes I end up losing it to rats. Otherwise, I would bring it just about every time. This thing is absolutely incredible, and I would highly recommend it if you can afford it. Now on to meta choice number 2. Now here we have the Volcano, the best shotgun in the game, especially after the Toro nerf. This thing is incredible and will wipe any squad. And to be honest, the only reason I don't bring it into every raid, again, just similar to the Bobcat, because it's so expensive. And I put the Bobcat above this thing only because it has a little bit better range. I won't drag this on because everybody knows this is an amazing gun. On to the next one. All right, so here we have the Toro, everybody's favorite, and yes, even after the nerf, this thing is amazing. I mean, this thing is so scary, this guy jumped out the window instead of fighting me up there. It's a very good gun, and it's pretty cheap, and you can find it in security breaches all the time if you check. And they're also in weapon cases, often spawning at level 2. This thing is amazing. Be sure to try it out. The Stitcher is really good also, but after the latest nerf, I don't think it's as good as the Toro. On to the budget. Now, this thing right here is absolutely insane. It's my favorite go-to budget choice, and I say budget because it's super cheap. You can actually buy it from the traders. The only reason you'd upgrade it is just to fix the reload speed. Otherwise, this thing's time to kill up close is insane. You can put whatever attachments you want on it. It doesn't matter. I like the silencer because it sounds cool. And trust me, you won't regret using it. Medium to long range gunfights happen all the time in ARCRaiders, and for that reason you absolutely have to have the right weaponry. And with that being said, the Renegade is my first choice for the meta setup. It's got very limited recoil, a very low dispersion rate, and honestly the fire rate is absolutely perfect. This gun could honestly fit into every category I say today, but for medium to long range, this gun is the clear choice. Alright, next up we got the mid-tier choice, the Anvil. This thing packs an incredible punch with a very low bloom, and honestly makes it ideal for long range to medium range. This is one of those guns where if you're not sure what to bring this bad boy in and get to work. Next up we have the Pharaoh. This single shot beast is probably called old reliable for a reason. Whether you're on a free kit or if you max this thing out at level 4 or buy it from the trader for level 4 for a pretty cheap price, this thing is a bailout and it's absolutely incredible. If you headshot somebody twice with it, they're dead. Now, destroying arc in this game is one thing that I absolutely love doing. I know of another game where you can destroy things for fun, so let's take a look. This video is sponsored by War Thunder, which is one of the biggest vehicle combat games out right now, and it's free on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and even mobile. You can jump into over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and even ships from over 10 major nations, ranging from the early 1900s all the way up to modern day equipment. And honestly, everything is super detailed too. The vehicles, the sound, the explosion, it really puts you right in the middle of it. You're just in massive PvP battles with tons of players, and it's just constant chaos the whole time. And there's even a full mobile version out right now on iOS and Android, so you can take the battlefield wherever you go. It's got intuitive controls, really solid graphics, and still keeps those big multiplayer battles with air, land, and sea combat. This is personally what I recommend the most because you can play from anywhere. Now, War Thunder is free, so go sign up using my link in the description or my pinned comment. Also, for a limited time, you'll get a massive bonus pack, including everything you see here on the screen. Now, this is available for new players and returning players who haven't played in the last 6 months on PC or console. So don't miss out, join over 95 million players on War Thunder today. Thank you again to War Thunder for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you made it this far in the video, I can't thank you enough for taking your time out of your day to watch this. If you feel like I earned your like, comment, or subscription, please consider doing so. It's free and it lets YouTube know that I'm doing something right. Now, this right here is the solo versus squads, or really any situation that makes you outnumbered. So this could be your teammate goes down or whatever it is, and you have to clutch up. These are my picks for guns, and I'm going to start with this one. My number one meta pick is going to be the Venator. Yep, even after the patch, this thing is still amazing. It's really good because the reload speed is absolutely perfect for it. Now, on to the next one. This is my favorite gun in the game. It's going to be the Anvil. The amount of stuff that you can do with this thing is absolutely insane. 2 shots to the head and these guys are already back in Speranza. And you can do things like this in maneuver. You can reload within fights. It's super quick. And honestly, I can use it like a shotgun up close. I showed this clip in the beginning, but this is the full one. It's also a sneak peek of my upcoming kind of let's play video, basically where I'm doing solo versus squads. You guys will see it. I'll tell you more about it. Now, let me be absolutely upfront with you guys. The budget side of solo versus squads or being outnumbered, it's pretty rough, and it's a tough market because you need a gun that has a fast time to kill, fast reload, and can get you in and out of fights quick with solid movement. The Kettle and the Beretta are probably the only choices in this case. You could throw a Stitcher in, but it just doesn't have that fast time to kill that you need, and the Kettle will help get you kind of at all ranges to keep people back. At the end of the day, if you're playing against other players while you're outnumbered and they have their monitors on and they have a brain, you're probably going to struggle unless you're using a meta gun. All right, so if there's one thing being in the Marine Corps after 11 years taught me, it's that your mind is your biggest weapon. So rather than using a gun here, I'm showing you one thing first, and it's the tagging grenade. Those guys hiding in that bush, there's 3 of them, but you wouldn't have known that unless you used the tagging grenade. That and another option I'm about to show you. So I don't care how basic this sounds, complacency kills, especially in survival and extraction games. Check this out. This is simple tagging and pinging, and it works extremely well. Now, there's no specific gun that you can use to prevent rats or extract campers or anything like that. You just have to use something you're entirely comfortable with and know that you can turn on somebody and absolutely put them to bed, just like I did here. Completely depends upon the situation, obviously, and I would highly recommend not trusting random people. So just use whatever gun you can and don't be like this guy who was absolutely terrible. And I've got one more gameplay I want you guys to watch real quick. I'm not going to talk over it. I just want you to watch it. It was another rat I killed, and I'm pretty sure you guys would be satisfied watching.
Wow.
Holy shit, thank you. I owe some respect to you. Come here, I got something for you. Two full clips from a bobcat is crazy. Hey, that was a fight though. You're a fighter, dog.
Yo, that's right. We saved the absolute best for last. My personal favorite about this game, PvE. So what I'm not going to do is tell you have to use this gun or just the absolute meta to take out Arc, because it's not. It doesn't exist. It's not real. What matters is that you go in there and have an absolute blast and using whatever gun you want. Take out Arc the best way you want to. I'm going to give my recommendation here on what I absolutely love using. So here we go. My first up is the Hole Cracker. And the reason behind this is because the Hole Cracker you can actually buy from the trader for kind of decently cheap, and the ammo is pretty cheap. And most importantly, it's super fun to use, and I love bringing it with me. On to choice number 2. Now, here we have the Jupiter, everybody's favorite. The only reason I didn't put it at number 1 is because this thing actually takes a little bit more to craft. You need a queen reactor just to craft it, and you can't buy it from the trader, so that automatically makes this thing a little bit more difficult to obtain. If you shoot a Rocketeer in the face, it'll actually stun the thing, so that makes this absolutely a perfect gun to take out Rocketeers. All right, now let's wrap this PvE up with our mid-tier. All right, if you can't tell by now, the Anvil is probably my favorite gun in the game. It fits well into pretty much every category possible, specifically PvE. This thing packs a really hard punch for all 6 bullets it has, and it shoots heavy ammo, so it lets you penetrate pretty much every armor in the game. On top of that, you can buy this thing from the trader if you don't have the blueprint, but the blueprint's pretty easy to find. This is one of those guns that'll always find its way into one of my loadouts. On top of that, it's one of the guns that rewards the most skill in the game, so I love it. All right, so these loadouts right here are my personal preference. Obviously, I change some things up every now and then, but it's just an idea for you guys who aren't as experienced as others. Just a good starting point. If you're new to this channel, I can't thank you enough for taking the time to watch my video. And if you're a returning viewer, then you know I appreciate every second you just gave me to entertain you. I hope it was enough to earn a like and maybe even a comment and possibly even a subscription from you. Please let me know down below how excited you guys are for the newest update coming to Arc Raiders, the 28th.
Where'd you go?
And a big thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to play it for free on all the platforms you see below, and be sure to use my link that's in the description and the pinned comment. And for the new and returning players, don't forget you get this bonus pack that I mentioned earlier. Only for a limited time though. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys topside.